What our group first thought of when it was modern, we just thought that our garments should be tight, having a little bit of exposure of the skin. Um, in the reading for the eulogy of on the flapper, it kind of talked about how women has been showing more skin on and on as time passes. So we kind of put more exposure to our piece too, a little bit showing our top belly and making our skirt a lot more shorter. Our teenagers today were wearing to kind of rebel against society. We got our clothes and we kind of cut it up so we can reveal more skin. And we had added some tattoo. We had a tattoo here on our upper arm, a rose tattoo. We definitely think that rose and piercings, or not rose, tattoos and piercings are something that teenagers today are using to kind of symbolize rebellion. All this together, like cheetah, like the cheetah print, the rose tattoo, the little lips logo that we had, the red lips logo, the short shorts, the revealing top, is all something that symbolizes rebellion in teenagers today, kind of revolting against our parents or society in general. We talked about like professionalism, and I definitely didn't think jean was something that is not professional, I would say. I didn't really get how jeans could not be used as a garment that could be professional and why it wasn't considered professional. Hipsters would probably want to improve our environment in the future and want to support the clean environment through their way of fashion and how they're wearing their clothes. Kurak, I don't know if that's the right way to say it. He kind of talks about his annoyance of the loss of kind of individuality in the modern day hipsters. And so what we put in our future hipster look was the whole eco-friendly theme, so that they do have a sense of individuality and are supporting something, and it has a meaning into what they are wearing, unlike the modern hipsters. What we thought of was students in today's society. Particularly talking about students who attend private schools. And this shows that this can relate not only to upper class older women, like in Breakfast at Tiffany's, but also to younger women in our society today. Our garment also shows a sense of rebellion because it does reveal more skin after they button it up after school. And they all kind of related to the history of fashion in some way, and it kind of tells us how, modern fashion is, how it is right now, and how fashion has evolved over time. Alrighty, so this is gonna be for week 4 about the zoot suits, because I couldn't find the original video. For the zoot suits, which were originally worn by Mexican Americans, this was a very big symbol of rebellion, because fabric that back then was very expensive, and the zoot suits that they wore, the black loose-fitting suits, were very costly, and they did take up a lot of fabric. So that was their sense of kind of rebelling against society and their parents. This was kind of more for men, and it was a dark suit, and they're Mexican Americans. Their parents did not favor that at all. Alright, so I've put together little clips of our course this semester, and I've put together the main points that I thought went throughout the course. So rebellion was obviously a very huge part of our theme, and individualism. So with a lot of the female clothing and garments and outfits, there were a lot of exposure of skin as a symbol of rebellion throughout the history of fashion. And the flappers, little black dress, and Rebel Without a Cause. Many of the female characters were shown wearing a lot more, clothing that exposed a lot more skin. So that was a very main part of our history today, and you can actually tell that as time goes on, women are exposing a lot more skin. Not today, more of as a rebellion, I would say, but it was a very rebellious symbol back then. Also, each fashion, and each week, every theme had a sense of individualism. And a very interesting part that I found out was each week kind of pertained to a certain a group of people, whether it being race. As I already talked about this during week seven's vlog, but it really did put focus on a certain type of uh, a stereotypical group or what so on. And I thought that was very interesting. And overall, throughout this course, what I've learned is really the evolution of fashion and the history and how modern history has become what it is today. A lot of history about how a certain, especially the denim, how it's become what it is today, and why it isn't professional or whatever it is considered professional. So all these types of fashion kind of initiated from a certain group of people's rebellious act, or trying to um, express some individualism in their life. So yeah, that's what I thought through the course, and thank you for listening. This is my extra credit part of the course. Thank you.